Hey everybody, Charlie here for Ham Talk, VE7CQE. I've been asked a lot of times if I have an amplifier. It's like, wow, your signal's great. Do you have an amplifier? No, I don't. This episode is called Do I Really Need an Amplifier? And in certain cases, I can see it. In certain cases, not really. Myself, personally, I don't use one. And there's a reason for that. Let's take a look at some of the math of how amplifiers work and why they work. I'm going to grab a piece of paper here so I can give you some good examples as to what I'm talking about. Okay, and we can write this down as we're going along here. If you're using 100 watts on your HF, and the person at the other end, say they hear you at say 7 S units, okay? That's a good signal. That's not bad. Is an amplifier going to make a difference? Well, here's where the math comes in. Every time you double the amount of power that you're putting in is to gain 1 S unit. You only gain 1 S unit. So a 200 watts will bring you up to 8 S units. Conversely, to get the next S unit that you want, 9, you're going to have to add another 400 watts to get it up there. So all of a sudden, you are at 700 watts, and all that gained you was 2 S units. 2 S units, that's it. And let's say you want to go up to, you want to get that magic S10 or 9 plus 10, you're going to have to add 800 more watts to get that. So now you're up to 1500 watts, legal limit in most places, for the sake of 3 S units. Now, between you, me, and the fence post, 90% of the time, 3 S units isn't going to make that much of a difference to a person at the other end of the radio or who's on receive, unless there's a really high noise floor. And then it will make a difference. It'll make a punch. They'll hear you. If a person has, say, 8 S units of noise, floor noise is at 8 S units, then yes, that amplifier, that extra 700 watts is going to punch you right through that and no problem, whereas they wouldn't hear you on 100 watts because the noise floor is up there. But in most cases you can get away without an amplifier because the noise floor usually isn't that bad. And let's face it, you're really putting a lot of money into something that's only going to give you 1, 2, maybe 3 S units. A 600 watt amplifier runs over $1,000 these days. Do you really want to put $1,000 out for the sake of 2 S units? Personally, I myself can't justify it. And in here on Ham Talk, where I'm trying to give you the best. By the way, there's Miss Tina. Say hi, Miss Tina.
Hi.
And whenever you are going to put that kind of money into something for 1 or 2 S units, I really can't justify that. And Ham Talk, we're all about giving you the best performance that we can for the least amount of money that you have to pay. This whole series of shows and this whole channel is devoted to making things work for you, that if you're on a fixed income or low income, you will work best for you without your having to go broke or having to decide between, are you going to eat this month or play on the radio. Been there, done that. Not fun. So when it comes to amplifiers, it's really a question of cost versus what you're going to be needing. Are you going to need those extra 1 or 2 S units to punch through? 90% of the time, if not more, you're not going to need it. Okay, most people don't need it. Nice to have, but it is for essentially a luxury. So keep that in mind. And so do you. And next time you see that amplifier and you go gaga over it, remember this. For every S unit, every single S unit on the other end, you're going to have to double the power of what you put in, and then double that again, and then double that again exponentially for each additional S unit. And for that doubling that power, it costs money. A lot of it. Money that I don't got. Pretty sure if you're watching this channel, you haven't really got it, or haven't got it, or really isn't something that you can just throw away that money you can just toss away that easily. So, better way to go, improve your antenna system. As I said in episode 2 for coaxial, and we'll go into antenna systems in another episode. Your most important part of your whole station is your antenna. If you've got a smoking good antenna, you shouldn't need an amplifier. Anyway, with that, have a great day. Happy DXing. 7-3 for now. This is Charlie for Ham Talk.